5.
Okay, good.
Okay, okay. So if anyone has, so please send it on our WhatsApp group. So I will see and we can guess about the class when our class is going to end. Right?
Yes.
So please send me in our WhatsApp. Thank you so
Okay.
much, both of you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Into our
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning to everybody. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Yeah. Up to previous classes, we are learning a non-correlated subquery important concepts. Again, very, very important today, correlated subquery. Again, non-correlated, multiple column is there, multiple rows, all comma, NA, some operators are there. Those all the things we are learning about after correlated again. Don't worry. And now here, because that is different concepts only, that's why. And now, first important concepts we are telling. Now, correlated subqueries, right? Very, very important. Entire salary, employee, exist and in operator differences. These all the things important. Correlated subqueries. First, big theory is there, then we are starting practice. Correlated subqueries. Already, I am telling two types of queries are there. One is non-correlated, another one is correlated. I am telling. In a non-correlated means first child query is executed, then only parent query is executed. I am telling that is very easy queries up to now. But sometimes parent query is executed first, then only child query is executed. Those type of queries also there in a database. Those are called correlated subqueries. I'm telling you first initial stage whenever we are starting a subqueries. No, yeah. Why they are introducing? What is the purpose? How it will improve the performance in a exist operator? Why they are not preferring non-correlated in place of that one performance query exist? How internal executions? So those all the display entire salary employee. Why correlated subquery only they are preferring? What is the execution process? Now how scalar subqueries related to where this correlated? Those all the things I will tell you. Big concept. Slowly one by one we are understandable. First big theory, right? Every database same. Correlated subqueries. Generally, right? Generally, in a non-correlated, right? In a non-correlated subqueries, In non-correlated subqueries, child query is executed first. Child query is executed first, and then only parent query is executed, and then only parent query is executed. Whereas in correlated subqueries, whereas in correlated subqueries, parent query is executed first. Parent query is executed first, and then only child query is executed, and then only child query is executed. And then only child query is executed. Now slowly observe here. Internal concept up to now you don't have an idea, but you have to write it theory only. Then once you are starting practically means you are understandable. Suppose this is a parent query is there. Okay, na? Yes. Now this is a child query is there. In a non-correlated subquery side means internally this child query is executed only once per parent query table. Only one time only executed. Child query is executed, any number of rows are available also. Internally, once per a table only, parent query table only, it will be executed child query. But now today we are learning a correlated subquery. Some different type of queries are there. Correlated subquery means how different execution means observe. Total executions also different, users also different, constructions also different. Now check it out. Suppose here this is a parent query table is there. Here so many rows are there. For example, here some subqueries we are writing today one of these days. Now observe here how this child query is executed in a where parent query table means for first row this child query is executed. For second row this child query executed. For third row this child query executed. For fourth row this child query executed. For fifth row this child query executed. For sixth row, that's why for each and every row for the parent query table, the child query is executed. Oh, maybe some execution is different. How and what is that one means you are understandable. First theory write it. Okay, practically very easy, but theory first write it. Next para. In a non-correlated subqueries, non-correlated already honed. In a non-correlated subqueries, internally child query internally child query is executed. Internally child query is executed only once per parent query, only once per parent query table. Whereas in correlated subqueries, internally child query is executed. Internally child query is executed for each and every row. For each and every row for the parent query table. for each and every row for the parent query table. What is that one means? Practically we are learning, don't worry. Okay, na? Don't afraid, only big algorithm is there today. One of these days you are familiar. Actually, whenever we are using a what, submitting a correlated subquery, it will get a candidate row from the parent query table. Candidate row means, okay, that the first row, first time, second row, second time, third row, third time, like this. Get a candidate row from the parent query table. And that value is passed into a child query where condition. Based on the evaluation value, it will compare with the parent query. Whenever condition is true, that record is returned into result. Otherwise, condition is false, this record is rejected. This much of lengthy now algorithm is there. That is, don't afraid, only practically you are understandable. First theory, write it. These are all the things you are understandable. First theory, big theory, write it. In Oracle, in database also same. In Oracle, whenever, write it. In Oracle, whenever we are submitting, in Oracle, whenever we are submitting correlated subquery, then Oracle server get a candidate row. What is candidate row means? Practically we are learning. Get a candidate row. Candidate row means first row, first time, second row, second time, like candidate row is a terminology, right? It in Oracle, whenever we are submitting correlated subquery, then Oracle server get a candidate row from the parent query table, from the parent query table, and then control passed into child query where condition, and based on evaluation value, it compares value with parent query where condition. Parent query where condition. This much of algorithm is there. This algorithm today, one of these days you are familiar. Don't worry. Right. Okay, up to this one, you don't have an idea really. Anything also you don't have an idea. Why? Because these are all the things. Once this knowledge is there, then only you are understandable. Now onwards, maybe you are understandable. Now onwards, observe here. Concentrate here. Actually, so many fellows are having a doubt. Murli sir, you are telling a correlated, non-correlated today also. But how you are given the guarantee this query is a non-correlated, this query is a correlated? Means simple technique is there. What is that one means? Whenever correlated subquery, anything we are using, either update, either delete, either select, either anything. Whenever correlated subquery we are creating means, now here, observe here, in that correlated subquery, compulsory, we are creating a alias name for the parent query table, mandatory. Without creating alias name, impossible. EMPE, EMPA, EMPB, like this only. Yes, in a non-correlated subquery side, parent query table alias name is not there. But here, compulsory we are creating a parent query table alias name. Why means I will tell you execution different. And also pass this alias name in a where child query where condition having class something is there. No, in that one we are passing only this one. That's why then only this query, parent query and child query is related, that is correlated. That's why in a parent query table we must create alias name and use that alias name in a child query having clause or where clause, that is called predicate clause only. That's why always then only this query, child query and parent query is a correlated, related. Both the things are related execution, big execution is there. And why and what is that one, I will tell you. That's why, yes, how you are given the guarantee, this is a correlated, this is a non-correlated is simple. Oh, parent query table alias name is there or not, check it out. And that alias name you are using in a child query, where condition or having clause or check it out. Yes, whenever those type of things are there, then that is a correlated subquery. Execution different, users are different, so many things we are learning today. Again, in a previous classes, parent query table alias name I never used in a where child query anywhere, that is called a non-correlated subquery. Okay, na? Yes, here. That is I want only through that one easily understandable. Okay, fine. Write it. Next para. Every database say. Next para, write it. In all relational databases, whenever we are creating whenever we are creating means using whenever we are creating correlated subqueries, correlated subquery, then we must create alias name. Then we must create alias name. Into the parent query table. Within parent query. And then use this alias name in child query where condition. And then use this alias name in child query where condition. Now 1 minute only. Syntax I am writing. Select statement through I am writing. Actual update, delete, anything also possible. First newcomer. No, don't write it. Just observe here. Suppose what is the syntax ANSI standard giving me? Select star from table name. Here we must create a what? Alias name. Don't write it here. Alias name. Where now here in a condition, but here column name. Here is equal to or less than or greater than anything. Operator actually select here not a column name, star also possible. That is advantage. But non-correlated means compulsory column name, function name, no. But here star, anything also possible, because this execution is different from table name, same table or different table. Anything. In this table alias name, you are using or not using, not a problem. Where now here, otherwise group by having anything. Where column name is equal to alias name dot column name, that is left side or right side or in a operator. Roughly ANSI standard giving this syntax. And now here check it out. Here we must create a alias name for the table and use this alias name either left hand side or right hand side in a where condition of the where in a child query. That is important. Or having clause also. Here alias name we are using. This alias name only we are using by using dot operator. But this is not a where condition, correct? Why? Because in a left side, right side, greater than, less than, in a operator also we are using. Practically you are understandable. But roughly they are giving a what? ANSI standard first time newcomer purpose. Okay. Yeah. Write it. This theory write it, and also this syntax write it. Then we are starting what is the use, what is this one big concept. Alias name underline it. Here alias name underline. Hello. Everyone underline alias name here, and also this alias name underline. This is a correlated subquery syntax. Now onwards concentrate. Very important. Actually, according to my experience, where students or employees are successful or where students or employees are failure in interview side correlated subquery means observed here. So many fellows are asking about nth highest salary or second highest salary or first highest salary or third highest salary by using a correlated subquery. Everyone telling why? Because there's a popular interview question 100%. Because executions based only the interviewer asking only today you are also starting. Everyone successful, I think. Maybe anybody preparing means they're successful. Again, what is the use of the correlated subquery means everyone telling what exist operator is there in a correlated subquery next only. That is a highest performance, that gives highest performance than the non-correlated subquery. What is the reason behind that one? In versus exist. Okay, they are telling only. Now that is also we are learning in our course. But these type of things are successful. So many fellows are okay. So now we are preparing because in a net only these all the things are there. But unfortunately, this is a regular asked interview question. But unfortunately, yes, so many fellows are experienced persons. Some typical interview question they're asking. What they're asking means already non-correlated subqueries are there. Why ANSI ISO SQL introducing a what correlated subqueries in our database? Otherwise, where we are using a what in your project only, where you are using, yes, here, what is the use of, or where you are using generally in a where correlated subqueries? Tell me, be free, they are asking. In this case, 90% of the employees also failure. Why? Because only they are giving a what exist operator uses performance, improve so many things they are telling because their experience in a where project side that one. But unfortunately, this why interviewer asking what this typical question means your experience only. What is that one means? That is a different concept. That is so many fellows are doesn't know. Working professional also doesn't know. What is that one means? This correlated subquery regularly used in a different situation. What is that one? Before we are going to start that correlated subquery, I'm telling this real-time concept. Observe here. Denormalization process. In a denormalization process only, they're using a what regularly. Now here, yes, here in a correlated subquery. What is this denormalization process? First, actually, normalization process is there. Database design side. In every database design, one process is there. Normalization is a design process is there. In that normalization process, a table can be divided into where, yes, a number of tables. A table can be split into where number of tables. What the purpose means? Reducing a duplicate data purpose, avoiding insertion, updation, deletion purpose. Some other purpose only. Database designer using first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, BCNF like that only. They are splitting a what a table into where number of tables. One table into where number of tables. That is decomposing a table into number of tables is called yes here normalization process. This is called normalization process. In that normalization process, regularly normalization tables are using in a where SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, these pure databases. But unfortunately, what is denormalization means? Reverse process of the normalization, combining what these normalized tables into where a single table, that is called a denormalization process. This process regularly used in a where OLAP applications, data warehousing applications. OLAP application side, denormalization data is required in a company side. In that OLAP application, otherwise data warehousing project side, yes, here, yes, the denormalization process means whatever normalized tables are there, we are combining into where single table. In that denormalization process, correlated updates they're using. What is that correlated updates means? One table column values are affected in a where another table column values based on the where conditions only. This is the most powerful. How it is possible? Correlated updates and correlated delete also available. In that case, regularly used concept in a where in a denomination process. That's why in a net you are referring means that is not identifying so many fellows. So many others are not writing. That is highly experienced concept. That is first just observe it only. You don't know really normalization in this case and also denomination. But unfortunately, practically I'm showing only, then you have an idea. Actually, whenever first onwards Scott schema, I'm telling only in that enterprise edition, Scott schema is there. In that Scott schema only, two tables are there. Up to now, you have an idea. One is EMP table, another one is DEPT table. Really, EMP, DEPT tables are single table. According to third normal form, yes, here, now here they are dividing a what? Yes, here one is master table, one is child table. That is a normalization process through they are using only. Now I want to combine these two tables into single table by using a denomination process. Possible. In the denomination process, correlated update they are using only. That much of depth is there. Okay, just nobody knows that one. But my interest purpose, at least idea purpose, I'm telling. Suppose observe it here. This is a table is there. And now here, check it out. And now concentrate here. Select star from EMP is a table. Again, select a star from DEPT is another table. Original data I'm taking update. Now here, check it out. For example, and now here, this is a one table is there. Don't write it anything. Select star from EMP without anything. Blindly, first I'm showing only where they are using in a where project side. Otherwise, why they are introducing. Select star from DEPT like. Now slowly observe it here. Now here, without any what is denomination process, you don't have an idea also. Combining a what normalized tables into where single table is called denomination process. For example, in that process, whatever master table is there, child table is there, they're choosing. What is the master table? DEPT is a master table. Yes, EMP is a child table. Now check it out. Within the child table, this is the master table columns they're adding only in that one. But unfortunately, without any knowledge also, just I am telling only in this process. And now here, observe it here. I want to add a D name is a column in this EMP table. Anybody tell me? How can we add a what? A D name is a column in a EMP table. D name is a column is available in a DEPT table. That is, we are allowed to add in a where EMP table. How can I? Very good. Alter. Don't write it. These are all the things you don't have. Alter table. What is the table name? Just cross observe it. Alter table. Table name EMP. Add D name is a column. Here varchar2. Okay, fine. Yes. Automatically it is adding. Okay, fine. Now check it out. Select the star from master table columns are adding into child table. Something is rules are there. Don't worry. Now that big process you don't have an idea. Yes, here just blindly I am adding a what a D name column in a where yes here into EMP table. Okay, fine. DPT D name column into EMP table. But unfortunately, adding a column is not a big task. Very easy alter with the add. But unfortunately, data we are adding only. Why? Because 20th department, 30th department, and 10th department. Here, millions of records are there. These millions of records side, for example, yes, 10th department accounting, 20 department research, 30 department sales. Those all the data I want to add only here. I want to add in this case means always we are using a what? Correlated updates. Observe here in this type of situation, correlated updates they are using only. Correlated release, correlated updates, something is there in a where project side. And now here in this case, suppose you are a first time newcomer, how you are understandable means now how can I update? Very good. Update. Anybody guess it? Update after which one? Table name. Very good. Table name. Update table name. What is the table? EMP. And now after table name, we are using a what? Which one? Anybody guess it? Very good. Alias name. Why? Because always parent query table alias name we are creating only. Compulsory we are creating a what? Alias name, because this is a correlated subquery. Create a alias name, and now here yes here set, and now here which column data we are modifying? D name. is equal to subquery only select here now here D name from DEPT now D we are using or not using not a column, where common column you have an idea where E dot department number is equal to D dot DEPT number like this. Now this is the way they are using the correlated update in a real-time project side. Here parent query table alias name is there. That alias name somewhere they are using in a child query or not? Yes, here. Now check it out. Here millions of records are affected. Select star from EMP. And now here check it out here. Yes, a beautiful solution. Observe it here. Research, sales, accounting are now here. Yes, these type of things are there. This is nobody knows actually. So many fellows are 99% of the employees also doesn't know. Now here why I'm telling you what this one we means. Oh, before we are going to start original intro questions and all these things. Oh, parent query table alias name is there. That alias name we are using in a child query are understandable. But here understandable these queries means compulsory execution process you must familiar. Without execution knowledge, you are not understandable these queries. That's why execution process understandable purpose display entire salary employee, second highest salary employee, some queries are there. Through that queries only we are learning execution. After that one only these all the things understandable. That much of powerful. That's why this is very, very, very important. That's why before we are going to start those executions and all these things, better to write these things also. Write it. Write it. Generally, write it next para, write it. Generally, in all relational databases, correlated subqueries are used in denormalization process. Denormalization process. In this process, we are using correlated. In this process, we are using correlated updates. Write it. If we want to modify one table column values based on another related table column values, then we must use correlated update. Then we are using correlated update by using following syntax. Syntax, right? Update table name 1. Here alias name 1. Set column name is equal to select column name. These are related tables from table name 2. Here we are using alias name or not using alias name, not a problem. Alias name 2, where common column is there, where alias name 1 dot common column name is equal to alias name 2 dot common column. Okay, na? In the child query table alias name, we are not creating also working this one. Okay, yeah. It's highly advanced first. Then only our concepts I will tell you. But first, oh, maybe something they are using only on idea means better. Now this is a database design side only. Example, right? This is not required for you actually. These are designers' purpose. These type of things better. Oh, maybe something is there. They are modifying like this only. How it is working means compulsory execution knowledge is required. Today we are starting or tomorrow. Alter table, table name emp, drop, column, D. Now write it this one example. Roughly, just idea. Because EMPDB tables are well normalized tables. This one write it example. First listen this one, delete common data means later. Finished. Completed this one. Now, very important. Now onwards, up to this one, highly advanced only. This is just before we are going to start a concept means roughly I'm telling this one. And now, oh, maybe parent query alias name, something is there. These queries you are understandable means compulsory execution knowledge is required. Exist operator, inoperate difference means compulsory execution knowledge is required. That's why those executions knowledge you don't have an idea, we are unable to handle the what correlated subquery. Impossible. Suppose you are writing, but you are not understandable this query only. Why means you don't have an idea execution. That's why first we are learning executions. Very important. Now that's why display entire salary employee, second is salary employee. Why interview asking by using correlated means executions you have an idea or not, check it out purpose. Once you are good at execution, then only performance tuning concept exist operator you are understandable. Otherwise, impossible. But exist operator queries are mandatory in a project side. That much of powerful, though so many things are there. Finished. These are all the things finished. And now check it out. And now here, yes, here. And now concentrate here. Finished. Now concentrate. Very important. First, observe it here. Now, before we are going to start those executions, get a candidate row from the parent query table and then control passed into child query where condition based on the evaluation value. It will compare value with the what parent query where condition. Whenever condition is true, that candidate row returning to result. These are all the things today or tomorrow we are learning. Okay, fine. Before we are going to start that one, diagrammatically better. Why? Because this is very important concept. That's why slowly observe here. Slowly, first diagrams I am drawing only. Then execution step by step we are telling. Actually, you are observing or not, correlated or non-correlated means two parts are there. One is parent query, another one is child query. Slowly observe it here. Terminology most powerful. Actually, this child query is also called as inner query. This query is also called as child query. The terminology most powerful, child query or inner query. This is also called as inner query. Today diagrammatically I am telling inner query. Again here this query, whatever left hand side is there, this query is also called as parent query or outer query. Terminology observe it here. This is everyone knows parent query, or this is also called as outer query. Outer query. Parent query or outer query. Now first observe it here. In a non-correlated side, how it will be executed, and correlated side, how it will be executed. These queries means totally different. Totally different. That's why these things you are not understandable. I am writing also. And now here, check it out. Very, very important. One by one, we are learning. That's why now onwards, our class main concepts are starting in a correlated subquery side. Suppose slowly observe it here. Concentrate here. This is left hand side non-correlated. I am writing. Don't write it. Just observe it here. This is a non-correlated subquery. How it will be executed means I will tell you. Non-correlated subquery. This is also called as subquery. So many fellows are this non-correlated subquery is also called as subquery. So again, this one is a what? A correlated subquery. Correlated subquery. Every database side. Correlated subquery. How execution is different means slowly observe here. Practical I'm showing, but first theoretically. Suppose this is a query is there. Slowly observe here. This is a query. This query is called inner query. Slowly observe here. This is a inner query. Okay, fine. This is a inner query. Inner query. For example, this is a first query. Two queries are there. For example, query 1. Again, another query is there. Slowly observe here. Outer query. This is another query is there. This query is a what? Outer query only. This is outer query. Slowly observe. Outer query. This is a 2. Query 2, for example. This is a query 2. But how much easy observe it here? Always non-correlated subquery execution means first which query is executed? Child query. Then only the result is passed into parent query based on the evaluation value. Yes, here parent query data, it will display or not. That's why first which query is executed? Very good. Child query is executed. Observe it here. Yes, this is the way. This is first child query is executed like this. Again, yes, here. Now, then only parent query is executed. How much easy? Now, this is a unidirectional, not a bidirectional, unidirectional. Now, your first child query executed. Then only here, yes, here parent query is executed based on the evaluation value. This is the first step and this is the second step. That's why non-correlated, nobody facing any problem. Yes, first child query, then only parent query. That's why unidirectional. But unfortunately, correlated up to now, we are not starting execution. Why means this is totally different only. And now check it out. Slowly observe here. Very, 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 very important and different. Totally different. This is a child query. Slowly observe here. Totally different. Already I'm telling. And now here, yes, here. Then executions practically you are starting means these are all the diagrams you are not. Inner query is there. Okay, fine. This is an inner query. For example, this is a what? A query 1. Query 1. Again, this is a what? Outer query is there. Now here slowly observe here. Outer query. Now this is a what? Outer query. Slowly observe here. This is outer query. Outer query. This is also called as query 2. For example, query 2 only. Now check it out. How it will be executed? Not a first child query. Here, very important. It will get a candidate row from the parent query. From the parent query, one candidate row, one row, it will be taking in a child query only. Okay, fine. This is the first step. Now these steps we are learning practically. Again, yes, based on this record only, this will pass into where child query where condition. This is a second step. And now here, this is a second step only. Okay, fine. Based on the where evaluation value, yes, control goes to where, yes, in a where, now here parent query where condition. This is the third step. How many steps are there observed here? That's what totally different. And now here third step. Now, based on where condition, yes, it will compare with the what parent query where condition only. And now here, yes, here child query where condition evaluation value, parent query compare. Whenever true means, then only this is a final output. That's why here only final output. How much difficult execution observed here? Final output. These are all the things we are learning practically. That's why this is bi-directional mechanism. Get a candidate row from the parent query and then control passed into child query where condition based on the evaluation value. The value is okay, so compared with the parent query where condition. Whenever condition is true, then only final output. This much of bi-directional mechanism is there. These three steps practically we are learning. Anti-salary employee, exist operator. These all the things. These three steps only. That's why correlated very important only because execution is totally different. Now here in this case, so only okay, unidirectional in a way non-correlated very easy only. First is child query, then only parent query. In that one, final output. Okay, now this much of thing is there. These are all the things we are learning. First, draw these diagrams. Non-correlated and correlated in every database, same thing like this. Oh, maybe different execution mechanism is there. You have an idea before we are starting on that purpose. These three steps easily understandable. Why? Because some queries are there through that one step by step, okay, practically, diagrammatically, all the things we are learning. That's why next very, very important. Maybe tomorrow I'm telling that one because these are difficult concepts. First, draw these diagrams. These are all the things very important. Exist operators, executions. After that one only non-correlated subquery, multiple columns, all a DNA, those all. Maybe in this Saturday big session is there. Slowly draw this one. Non-correlated means first inner query is executed, then only outer query, then only final output. Correlated means not like that. Parent control passed into parent query into a child query. No, yeah, candidate row, then evaluating a child query value again passed into parent query. This bi-directional mechanism is there. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Observe here. Diagrammatically different. Query 1, query 2. Inner query, outer query. Okay, na? These diagrams are finished. Yes. Okay, na? Now here tomorrow up to this one is enough today. Why? Because this is theoretical, now tomorrow don't miss the class. Very, very, very important. This correlated subquery execution process we are learning. Most powerful and important question. Every software developer must be familiar. That's why Java, .NET, Oracle, Python, any developer attending interview, first interview question, enta is salary employer, second is salary employee. Why they are asking this execution purpose? This correlated subquery execution. Now, once you are good at what execution means, exist operator and in operator differences they're asking. Exist is there. Okay, how can I? What is that one? How it will be working? Internal concept also I will tell you. That is most powerful concept. Now here those are all the things. Tomorrow I will tell you. Tomorrow better because some fellows are. Tomorrow will continue important concept. Tomorrow will continue the matter.